This is my recommendation for a standard backpacking knife. It does pretty much everything. This has been my choice for a backpacking knife for the last 2 years. The Dark Timber Knives Honey Badger. To fly fishers and maybe Sierra backpackers, maybe not familiar with it, Chris Tanner, Prepared Mind 101 YouTube channel has a great review. In knife circles, this needs no introduction. This knife is extremely popular. It's extremely hard to get. Secondary market values are twice retail, and I'm fortunate to own one and have owned one for the last two or so years. It's a great backpacking knife. What makes it such a great knife? Well, first of all, Peter Kohler. Peter Kohler is he's the one that designs this. He's a professional knife maker, and he's an outdoorsman. So he's put all the love and experience of the outdoors into this knife. He's actually somebody that goes out, uses and tests the knives. So he knows what works, what doesn't work, and he's always tweaking his designs to make them better. From a backpacking standpoint, especially for a Sierra backpacker, this is an extremely lightweight knife for the size. I forget what the measurements are. I'll flash them across the screen, but it's very lightweight. It's very well balanced, and with me, balance is a big deal. Very well balanced, and I just can't say enough about it. It is the perfect size. It is the perfect backpacking knife. Why am I looking for a new knife? Well, there are situations that this knife can't handle, and I find myself, the more I get into the more remote areas of the immigrant wilderness, I've got old maps, as I've said in previous videos, that have trails that are no longer maintained. I'm finding that I need something that's going to help me cut through brush a little bit because of all the fallen timber. This knife it's not a chopper. It's not meant to be a chopper. It's an all-around woods knife. It can chop, right? You hold it back here. You can chop with it. In a pinch, it'll do the job. It's great for starting fires. It's great for camp work. It's great for meal prep. This is, if you're out and you need to prep a fish, this is going to be a great knife to help you prep that fish. A knife like this is great to have if you have a medical situation, right? It makes it easier to cut through clothing. It's going to make it easier to create splints and whatever else you might need. It's just a really good all-around knife, and if I had the choice of having only one knife in the backcountry for the majority of situations, this would be it. But as I say, in recent years, I've needed something larger. So I'm testing out larger knives, and I'm getting a feel for them, and we'll see how they go. But the last 2 weekends I've spent some time in my backyard testing larger knives, and I picked this up today, and I was like, wow, this is such a great knife. And it is. I can't really say any more about it, but just wanted to give some love to the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger is not forgotten, nor will it be forgotten. It will definitely be out with me this summer, regardless of what other knives I might adopt. And like I said, I may go through a bunch of different tests with a bunch of different knives, and I may settle back on this. Who knows? I'm thinking, however, what's going to happen is that I will probably end up with its big brother or big sister, which is the OG Grizzly. Now, if I had a bigger pile of fat wood, this would have gone up already. There we go. I love making fires. The OG Grizzly's more of a chopping knife, and you can tell, you know, same pedigree, right? I mean, you can look at these and tell that they're made by the same maker. It's, you know, substantially heavier. I think this is on, I don't know what the spine is on this. I want to say it's 186.186, and this is probably 1/4 inch, but I'll check. But you can see, I mean, it's bigger, beefier knife, yet it, you know, it's remarkably well balanced. It's right at the choil. Let's see, right there. And you know, it's a big knife, but again, just kind of like my other knife, it's got good balance. So I really like the OG, and you know, the OG is definitely in the front running for a bigger woods knife for me to bring with me. You know, it's nice because it's got this, you know, I like a wider blade. Let's do some chopping. Piece of apricot that I've cut up a couple times. I think I said at one point it was 2 inches, but this has got to be a 3-inch piece of wood. Probably would have gone a little faster if I had better technique. Here's some Chinese pistache. This stuff is incredibly hard. Try to start here. Two of my favorite knives: Dark Timber Honey Badger, Dark Timber OG Grizzly. Anyway, let's make a fire. Now this is the Chinese pistache. So this is a very hard wood. So again, not a chopping knife, and in the hands of somebody more skilled than me, that would have been a lot more graceful. But you know, it does the trick. CPM 3V, so there's, you know, no edge damage. This is the knife. Why am I looking for a new backpacking knife? Why do I have? Why have I started a thread or I guess a playlist on my YouTube channel? I guess I have a YouTube channel now.